everybody, my name is Bella and tell you about the U.S. Constitution. What is the U.S. Constitution? The U.S. Constitution is an important set of rules for the United States. It explains how the government works. It also helps protect the rights of all Americans. Creating the Constitution. In 1776, the 13 American colonies felt that they had been treated unfairly by Great Britain. They began to call themselves the United States of America. They fought for Great Britain to become free. The U.S. won the war by 1783. After the states won the war, they needed to make a new government. They knew they didn't want to be ruled by a king again. In 1787, important people from each state met to talk about the new government. They had to decide what parts should be and how it should work. They shared their ideas all summer, then wrote the Constitution. The states approved the Constitution and then it became law. George Washington was elected by the nation's first president. Okay, whatever. What is a republic? After the Constitution was written, Benjamin Franklin was asked of what sort of government the United States would have. He answered, a republic, you can keep it. The United States is a democracy, not direct democracy. In a direct democracy, people vote for laws themselves. The U.S. is a republic. In a republic, the people voted for leaders to represent them. Those leaders then vote to pass laws. Okay? Not a Democrat, so that's good. Now the Constitution has been divided by three branches of government. The first was the legislative branch, which make laws. The next one is the executive branch, who carries out laws. And the judicial branch decide how laws can and should be used. What is the Constitution? The Constitution has 7 parts called articles. The first 3 articles explain how the U.S. government should work. It split the government into 3 branches or parts. Those parts are the executive branch, the legislative branch, and the judicial branch. The Constitution makes the president the head of the executive branch and the nation's top leader. The president is also in charge of the armed forces. To run the president, a person must be born in the United States. He or she must be at least 35 years old. These 2 governments, maybe presidents, are George Washington, the first president, and Thomas Jefferson, the 3rd president. Well, I will tell you some facts. George Washington started out as a leader or a commander of the armed forces. Then he became president. Thomas Jefferson was the commander of the army, but he was the first to write the Declaration of Independence. The legislative branch is also known as Congress. Congress makes the nation's laws. It is made of 2 parts, the Senate and the House of Representatives states. With more people getting more representatives, but each state gets 2 senators, no matter how many people live there. Congress has many powers, including raising taxes and sending the country to war. The judicial branch watches over the U.S. courts. The Supreme Court is the country's highest court. It also has the final word in U.S. court cases. It's also decided whenever new laws follow the rules of the Constitution. In order to keep the government from becoming too strong, the Constitution split powers among three branches. It also split power between the central government and the states. So that's good. How? Changing the Constitution. Many people were not happy with the Constitution when it first became law. They thought it didn't do enough to protect people's freedoms and rights. The people in the United States can change the Constitution when they need to. These changes are called amendments. How the Constitution be changed? Who can suggest a change of the Constitution? The first one, 2/3 of the members of the House and the Senate, or 2/3 of the states at a special meeting. Who can approve a change to the Constitution? 3/4 of the state's lawmaking groups, or 3/4 of the states at the special meeting. The first 10 amendments to the Constitution was passed soon after it was written. These 10 amendments are called the Bill of Rights. The first amendment gives people the right to share news and ideas with each other. It also allows people to gather together in peaceful groups. The right to practice any religion or no religion is also protected. 2 amendments are about the courts. They protect the rights of people who may have broken the law. Other amendment says that the police cannot search people's homes without a good reason. Over the years, many amendments have been added. One of those amendments ending slavery. Other amendments gave African Americans and women the right to vote. A long-lasting guide. Not all Americans agree with everything in the Constitution, but it has served the country well. Although it's not perfect, the Constitution has lasted for more than 200 years. Hopefully, it will serve the United States for many years to come. Glossary. Yeah, I don't need that much. See ya.